The West Midlands is actually a really exciting place to be right now. It's quickly becoming a hub for health tech innovation, and we've got a strong foundation. We're working with our academic roots, a clinically validated algorithm and a regulatory cleared medical device that gives us a solid head start really. But when it comes to scaling, especially within the NHS Trust, as we know, having a great technology isn't enough on its own. But right now our biggest focus is on adoption. So we're trying to get the NHS Trust and healthcare providers to embrace the new technology, and this takes time. It can't be done overnight. So we're taking that from a few angles. First, we're building strong partnerships, and we've been working closely with the NHS Trusts and universities to test and refine our solution in a real world setting, and that's been incredibly valuable. And so second, we're growing our investor base by showing the commercial impact of what we do, and we're attracting specialist investors who understand the health tech market space and can also support us as we scale. So we've got lots of investors that are really keen to work with us on this. And third, we're kind of working to streamline procurement. So that means it makes it easier for the NHS Trusts to adopt our technology and ideally become a national showcase for cardiovascular innovation. So like any health tech companies, navigating the legal and regulatory hurdles is a big part of the journey. And we've tried to be as proactive as we possibly can in order to navigate this process. So right from the start, we've focused on building a strong legal foundation. This includes securing solid patents, which gives us the freedom to operate nationally and internationally in international markets. So compliance, again, is something that's been part of the roadmap from day one. It's not just about a box ticking exercise, and we see strong compliance as a strategic advantage. And one more area we've had to work through is the contracting, because our product's delivered as a service and the service model. We often need to guide our legal teams through how to work it, how they can structure the right teams, and we've made that part of the onboarding process. So we work closely with our onboarding processes and in any of the trusts that we work with in order to keep things smooth and efficient, and all this has helped us kind of de-risk the business for ourselves, for our partners and for our investors. Collaboration sits at the heart of our R&D technology and strategy, and it's fundamental how we grow and innovate. And we've been very fortunate at Caristo Diagnostics to work with institutions like the University of Oxford, NHS Trust and other clinical academic centres. And these partnerships have let us test and refine our products in real world settings. Regulation isn't just a tick box exercise, it's a way to build credibility and trust. And because we're operating in the intersection of AI and healthcare, we've taken a really deliberate approach to transparency and clinical safety. So we've designed our AI models to align closely with the medical device regulatory bodies, which we believe gives a complete competitive edge. And we also do post-market surveillance, which is another big focus, and we're building robust systems to monitor how our product performs in the real world, not just to stay compliant, but also to continually improve our tech-based and real-life data. So cybersecurity is obviously crucial. So we've invested heavily in data security and governance, so our partners, especially the NHS, can feel confident that patient data is protected. And then by staying ahead of the curve, we're positioning ourselves as a trusted partner for healthcare providers, clinicians, patients and investors alike. Well, there's so much potential in the West Midlands, as you know, and I think that we're at a point where we can really start to showcase that on a national and even an international level. One great way to do that is by celebrating success stories. Companies that have taken an idea from academic research all the way to regulated market-ready product. That kind of journey proves there's a clear pathway here from a science to real-world impact, which is something that would work well, obviously, in the West Midlands. And we'd also like to see more visible health tech clusters. So, maybe formal networks that bring together universities, NHS trusts and investors. That kind of structure not only supports founders, but also signals to the wider world that the region is a serious player in the health innovation. And finally, if we could maybe streamline how pilot programmes work across the NHS within the region, then that would make it easier to evaluate and adopt new technology, and we'd be able to showcase innovation at scale then if we do that. So all of this helps position the West Midlands as a place where the world-class science leads to measurable health outcomes, and that's something worth shouting about, definitely.